Hello, my name is Kobe, just in case that you're not seeing this directly from me, and this is a game of Warhammer 9th Edition. So, I've been seeing everyone having wonderful games during lockdown, and I thought, I might like to record one and do it myself. But, you'll notice it's just my voice. That's because I'll be doing Solo Hammer today, where you play against yourself. So, this is the board that I've set up. I'm super excited to show you the armies, but we'll get to that in a second. So, this is the world of Verdant 9. To the Imperials, at least. This is a world that's been abandoned for a few hundred years now. Something happened to the local garrison, and they had to leave. Or, as far as the Imperials know, they were destroyed. But by what, they do not know. So they have come back and are patrolling the grounds to see what they can find, any information, when they encounter some Necrons. The Necrons have been here for a very, very long time, you see. This is actually the tomb world of one such Necron, the Overlord Halmarut. And seeing these Imperials making their way across his planet, you can understand that he wouldn't be very impressed after just clearing off the last group not that long ago. A few hundred years is not that long ago for a Necron. You'll see why in a minute. So he had his Royal Warden send them a message. Leave or die. Simple as that. Of course, the Imperials didn't much care for that. They're here for a scrap, and they're going to have it. So, with that out of the way, let's take a look at the armies. Meet the Cadian 85th, the Fire Drakes. They're one of the many regiments who have been sent out here to survey this area. So they had mainly a scouting force, as you can see by the sentinels, but I'll get to those. Let's have a look at what we've got. So, we'll start with the ones up front. Focus, good. We'll start with the main man himself. This is Major Bradley. He's the main man in charge here. Now, of course, he's in charge of a lot more than just this lot, but this is the group that he has gone with. They had to spread out. A planet is a lot of area to cover. But we've got a few others. So he's a company commander, and he can issue out orders. You'll see as the game goes along. So he can issue 2 orders. This man over here, his second in command, the platoon commander, can issue 1 order. And then we've got these 2. I have Severina Rain, a beautiful model by the way, effectively a commissar, the sort who walk with the troops and make sure that they're being zealous enough, and if they try to run away, shoot them with that very shiny bolt pistol of hers. And here, while it's not the actual model of it, is a Primaris Psyker. Trained Psykers who are able to cast quite efficiently for humans. And now, on to the rest. So, we've got 3 Scout Sentinels. This is a scouting force after all. It makes sense that they'd be here. They're just equipped with little multi-lasers. We've got 2 platoon squads. 1 with a heavy weapon, 1 without. We've got an armored sentinel with, can you see it, an autocannon. And a Lehman Russ battle tank. Kitted out quite a bit there, with a las cannon, 2 heavy bolters, and the nice big cannon on top, which you'll See how devastating that is soon. And this is some transport. Excuse the birds. That is a Chimera, and one of the squads here will be in there. We'll find out who during deployment. Alright. So, this group has 6 command points, which are used throughout the battle, because they haven't spent the command points on anything, because they didn't really need to. And yes, so, we'll see how they fare against the Necrons. Speaking of, let's go have a look at the Necrons. Oops, already forgot to mention something. Sorry. The Psycho Man, I know, this isn't actually on the board, pretty unprofessional. The Psycho Man knows 2 powers. He knows Night Veil, and he knows Psychic Barrier. Night Veil is -1 to hit from shooting attacks, and Psychic Barrier is +1 to your armor save. Alright, anyway, back to the next army. And here are the Necrons. Now, I mentioned earlier you can see why a couple of 100 years isn't that much to them. It's because they're robots now. So, here is the Overlord, Halmarud. And here is his Royal Warden, Kazemde. Now, I'm sure that you can understand someone walking in on your turf isn't exactly well taken, but the Necrons are quite noble, especially those of Sautekh, their particular dynasty. So the Overlord said, Kazemde, give them the warning. And so he did. All of the Imperial's Vox networks kicked in it all at once. And Kazemde spoke. Honourable foe, we will give you 1 hour to leave, or you will die. And so the Imperials were like, fuck that, we're getting a scrap, let's do it. So the Overlord has mobilised what is currently awake, which, as you can see, isn't very much. They don't have any vehicles with them. But we'll see how they go. So, anyway. Equipment and things. So, my Overlord is the Warlord of the Army. He has to be. It is in the rules now that the highest ranking officer has to be the Warlord. In the Necrons, which makes sense. He has a fancy glaive and a tachyon arrow there. So the tachyon arrow is basically a shot of time energy that erases someone from existence. It's not nice, but you only get to fire it once, so you really have to make it count. He has one of the relics of the army, something that you can give the army to make him a bit better. The relic is the Arrow of Eternity, which makes that arrow, instead of damage d6, making it quite random, flat 6 damage. So we'll see if we can plink off the last 6 wounds of one of those tanks, maybe. We'll see. Don't tell the other guy. Oh, he also has the Warlord trait, Honourable Combatant, which means as long as he's fighting against a character, he gets +2 attacks, and I think rerolls. I'll double check. Yes, he is an Honourable Combatant. He gave the warning was not heeded, and now he's going to bring about swift justice. This is the Royal Warden, with his fancy cape. Look at him, all fancy. He has an additional relic. I've spent a command point for this one, so these guys will only have 5 coming in. And he has the Veil of Darkness, which effectively allows him to take a squad with him, either the Immortals who are with him there, or the Warriors, we'll get to those, and just teleport about the board. You can only use it once, which sucks, but, I mean, it's really good. So we'll see how that gets on. He's got a fancy Gauze Blaster, which is damage 2. It's really good. Alright, now, behind the Overlord here are his faithful Lich Guard. Overlord should never leave home without them. As long as they are within 3 inches of the Overlord, he can't be targeted by anything, not even snipers. They're very good at guarding their lord, and they get bonuses when they are next to him in close combat. So, we'll see if that happens. if they live long enough. We have a squad of 10 Immortals. Immortals are quite decent infantry. They're quite tough, a lot harder to wound. They've got Gauze Blasters as well. Now, to show you the warriors, you need to understand how Necrons work. So, as they became these robots, their souls was stripped from them. And the ones who had the fancier gear, looking at him, and stronger will, were able to keep most of their personality. The common people got whatever armor was left over, or whatever bodies were left over, after everyone else got their pick. And as you can see, it's not all that great. They don't have any personality left. All they are walking automatons now, which is why they haven't been fixed up all that nice, because they don't really care. But there's 20 of them there, so they should hopefully do a decent amount of damage. Okay. With that, let's set up the board. And we're deployed. So, we took turns. I say we, I mean me. Taking turns to deploy each thing, so the Necron deployment over here. Obviously, they're coming out of the area that isn't the Imperial settlement, or the remains thereof, and the Imperials are, because that's where they were searching. So we have the Overlord with his Lich Guard next to an objective. I'll explain that in a minute. We've got the Immortals sitting there with the Royal Warden. And then over here we have the warriors. A squad of 20. Massive. Alright. Over here, we'll turn around and get a better look at this. There we go. Lighting's not great. So we've got the Warlord just down. Fuck it, I'm going to do it sideways. Just over there, next to an infantry squad. We've got, I've put them on top because they're not actually on top, they're inside. The platoon commander, the commissar, and the other infantry squad. We've got 3 scout sentinels who are about to do their scout move in a minute. They get an extra 9 inches after deployment. We've got the armored sentinel. We've got the Lehman Russ battle tank with the Primaris Psyker. Yes. So, we're going to be playing a very simple mission, because otherwise my brain will melt. There's a lot going on. This is my first time recording. So, we're playing Sweep and Clear, which effectively works like this. At the start of your command phase, if you are within range of an objective, you get it. But instead of having to stay with it to get points, you can move off of it until another enemy comes and claims it. It is yours. So we've got one here, which is their supplies, their fuel. They're going to need that. In the middle, we've got a cache of some kind that they want to look into. And then all the way over there, there's the entranceway to a tunnel of some kind. So the Imperials definitely want those. The Necrons don't want more Imperials on their lawn. So, with that in mind, it's time to roll some dice, because we need to roll to see who will be going first. So, you'll have to guess which dice is for which team. Red, green. Okay. Let's see who'll be going first. Well, looks like the Necrons are going first. Now, since that's a thing, it's time to show you their protocols. So, panning over, these are their protocols. So, Necrons have a new rule now where you choose a bunch of protocols that will activate throughout the game. So, the other guy doesn't get to know about these. Shh, don't tell him. In turn 1, it will be Protocol of the Sudden Storm, which is extra movement, or if they're performing an action, which isn't actually going to come up in this one, they can still shoot. Protocol of the Vengeful Stars in turn 2. Things getting extra armor penetration, or it does not receive the benefits of cover if they're within half range. You only get to pick one unless it's your special one, which I'll get to in a second. Protocol of the Undying Legion. Each time this unit uses its Living Metal ability, which is to make sure they don't die, it regains 1 additional lost wound. So that's things that have multiple wounds, like the Overlord and the Royal Warden and the Lich Guard. So we'll see if that comes into effect. Protocol of the Conquering Titan. Now, since I'm playing Sautekh, this is their protocol. So when this one activates, we get both. So, at 3 inches to the range of this unit's aura abilities, so that would be things like My Will Be Done, which the Overlord has, or Rites of Reanimation, which we don't have. And then if I still have any nobles left, because you have to be within range of a noble, and your Overlord has to be alive for any of these to still be a thing. Protocol of the Eternal Guardian, which has a bunch of stuff, which I'll get to if we get there. Okay, so, shh, don't tell the other guy. Alright, with that, it's time to do the movement phase of the Necrons. So I'll see you in a sec. Alright, Necron movement phase completed. You'll notice that the Warriors and the Royal Warden have had a jump. He's activated his Veil of Darkness and taken the massive squad with him to get a bit closer. Unfortunately, they couldn't just drop on that objective because the Scout Sentinels got to use their scout move and have blocked the field a bit. We've got the Immortals over there, making their way up, and the Overlord back there with his Lich Guard. Now, the Overlord has had to stay a little bit back just to make sure that at the start of their next command phase, they get the objective, because the objective doesn't do much in the first round. They're not active yet, so you can't claim them until the second battle round, and can't start accruing points. Shit, dropped a dice. Oh no, another one. Hang on. We can recover this. It's fine. Okay, the Overlord has done his My Will Be Done ability on the Immortals there, so they have +1 to hit. And the Royal Warden has done his Adaptive Strategies ability, which allows a unit that he selects to fall back and still shoot on the Warriors there, because there might be some things not happy that they're there. Now, I've checked the range, and a bunch of these are in range of that one, but not a lot else. So, I've got exactly how many are in range here, but before any of that, I'm going to activate a stratagem called Disintegration Capacitors, which means that as long as a Necron unit is firing with a Gauze weapon, you select a unit and spend a command point, every 6 to hit is an additional wound, because these guys are toughness 5 or 6, I'll have to check, but I'd rather them auto-wound than trying to have to wound a bit better. So, there's a lot of shots. 22 to be in fact. So, hitting on 3s. 3s. Get rid of those 1s and 2s. That looks pretty good. Nice. Any 6s is the real question. 1, 2, 3. So 3 auto-wound. We'll put them over there. Now I have to check the thing. Give me a sec. Okay, so I've checked. They are toughness 5. Their guns are strength 5. So now those are wounding on 4s. Not as good. Okay, I'll get rid of those. That one and that one. It's still not bad. Alright. So, including the other 3 that auto-wounded, that's a number of hits, a number of wounds. Now, these are AP -2. The Sentinel only has a 4-up save. So now he's got a 6-up, and that's a lot of hits. Let's see how he goes. 6s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No. Yeah, no, it's dead. It's dead. It's dead, Dave. Everybody's dead. Does it blow up on a 6? No. Thank goodness for that. And we'll get rid of that one. Ooh, dead pile begins. Alright, so that's their shooting done. Now, let's have a look at these Immortals. Now, their guns are 36-inch range. I think they're going to hit that. The real question is whether or not they're within 18 inches, because Sautek's ability is that they get to reroll morale, which doesn't really affect Necrons that much, and they rapid fire at 18 inches instead of half their usual range. So, I'm going to measure that real quick and get back to you. Alright, as we were, all the ones who can see it are within 18 inches, so they get to rapid fire. 16 shots. Let's see how this one goes. Excuse the car. Alright, we'll do it over here. Hitting on 2s because they have My Will Be Done on them. Any 2s? No, didn't help, but that's alright. Decent spread of hits. Now here's the hard part. 4s to wounds, strength 5, toughness 5. Not bad. Yep, couple of 2s. Yep, there we go. This is also AP -2. That poor lad has a 4-up save, which goes up to a 6-up. Can he survive? They don't have a lot of wounds, these things. Oh, he makes 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How many wounds does a Scout Sentinel have? Let's go have a look. Oh, real time. It's a book. We're looking. It is Scout Sentinel. Wounds 6. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, no. Definitely dead. Definitely dead. Now, does this one blow up? No, doesn't blow up. But it is definitely gone. Dead par. Yay. Alright. We're pretty happy about that so far. Now, I think that's all the shoot. Oh, wait. No, one more. The Royal Warden there, nuzzled in with his little friends. Now, he has a special Gauze Blaster, which I mentioned, which is damage 2. So he's going to shoot it at... Let's have a look at what he can see. What can he see? Can't... Oh, he can see the very front person of that... Hang on. Okay. Okay, so, looking at the things that he can target, that thing won't die, so there's no point. But he can see that little platoon squad down there. Now, his gun is rapid fire 2, so he's got 2 shots base, but there's nothing within 18 to make it worth it, so he's just going to shoot down at them. So, he is hitting on 3s. 2 hits. It is strength 5. They are toughness 3, so it wounds on 3s. 1 wound. AP -2. They get a 6-up save. Oh, can he save it? Oh, no. Off the table. No. There's definitely 1 dead. 1 dead guardsman. Okay. That's all the Necron shooting. Unless he wants to use... No Tachyon arrow yet. Okay. Oh, professional. So, currently, the Necrons have 1 objective, though they can't get anything from it yet, but they're within range, so at the start of their command phase, they'll have it. There are obviously no charges, because nothing within range to charge, really, that's worth it. So let's move on to the Imperium. Turn 1. Alright, and at the end of the movement phase, this is what it looks like for the Guard. Uh-oh. He left his objective. Well, too late now. Okay, so, the Sentinel has moved up to here. Anyway, sorry, that's... We've got lots of birds here, and they're going to make lots of noise, and I can't do a lot about that. This is Australia. Okay, so yeah, so the Chimera has moved up with its cargo, and is now within range of that massive squad to go flame them. Hooray! 2 big heavy flamers on the front. That's gonna hurt. Despite objectives, oops, the Armored Sentinel has moved up because it wants to lay in some fire against them to make sure they don't get too close. Bradley has ordered his little squad to move up as well so that they can get a better bead at them. And the tank has moved around. That squad is pretty intimidating and they want to deal with it very quickly. So, we move on to the Psychic phase because they actually have a Psychic phase. This one is going to cast Night Shroud on that one to see if it can be a little bit safer from shooting. -1 to hit. It needs a... Well, we'll roll and see if I need to check. That is a 10. We do not need to check. That definitely goes off. So he's now -1 to hit. Shooting phase now. Hooray. So let's start with the orders, because that's the order that things have to go in. Ha, orders. So Bradley is going to order this squad here to reroll 1s to hit. And is going to get them to shoot down at them. So, no, can't see anything over there. Alright, we'll start with the las guns. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 las guns. 2, 3, 4, 5. They're not within rapid fire range. So they'll be hitting on 4s, but re-rolling 1s because of the order. No 1s. Alright. So our strength 3 against toughness 4. So I'll be wounding on 5s. Not great. That reroll 1s would have been nice for the wounds. But 2 wounds. Not bad. Alright, no AP minus. So these guys have a I'm gonna say 3 up save. Let's roll and find out if I have to check. I don't have to check. They pass it, they're fine. Alright, now it's time for the autocannon. It's got 2 shots. It's a heavy weapon on an infantry guy, and it moved, so it's -1 to hit. So instead of hitting on 4s, it's hitting on 5s. Let's see how that goes. Alright, hitting on 5s. Hey, we got a hit. Let's get rid of that. Alright, now, this one is strength. I know things. Is an autocannon. Strength 7. So that's going to wound on a 3. Which it does. That is a 6, by the way. I should mention that is definitely a 6. So that wounds at AP -1, flat 2 damage. So, let's roll and see if I need to check again. Yeah, I don't need to check. It's definitely dead. Alright, so we'll get rid of this one. And I'm leaving him there for reasons. The grenade launcher now gets to shoot. How many shots does it have? Because it'll be a frag. 4 shots, not bad. So, hitting on 4s. Rerolling 1s. It's okay. We can reroll 1s. There we go, that's better. Okay. These are strength 3 though, so 5s to wound. We get 1. No AP minus. And that's another one definitely dead. Okay, so that's 2 down. Now with that squad finishing shooting, they now get their reanimation protocols. So how this works is you put 1 dice into a pool for every wound that has that each model that is dead has. So they've only got 1 wound each. So I get 2 dice, because 2 are dead, and I roll them. And on a 5 up, they stand back up. One of them stands back up. And he's going to stand up there, because you can put them within coherency of anyone. So they're going to be a little bit closer. But that is the first kill. Alright. With the orders done, he can't do orders while he's in there, and the squad can't receive orders while they're in there. Sigh. They should be able to, though, because he's in there with them, telling them, oi, shoot those things on the side better, which you'll see in a minute. Speaking of, let's just go straight to that. Okay, so those guns on the side there are lasgun arrays. They can only be used when there's people inside. And that's what they're doing. They're grabbing hold of them and going to shoot at the warriors there. So it is rapid fire 3, that thing, because there's 3 lasguns on each side. And there's 2 of them, so that's a lot of shots. Just a minute. Needs more dice. Alright, so they are definitely within half range, so because it's 24 inches, and that's definitely within 12. So 3, 6. Oh no, need more. Hang on. Hold on. We got it. Another 3 and another 3. There we go. Alright, we got them all. Now, they are hitting on 4s, but they're just basically lasguns. So we'll see how they go. Alright, 4s. That was a drop dice. That one doesn't count. 1. 1. Okay. 1 hit. Wounding on a 5? Yeah. Okay. Yep. Okay. That's fine. Let's do the heavy flamers to make me feel better. There's 2 of them there. Anyways, yes. Alright. 2d6 shots, because there's 2 heavy flamers. So, let's see how many shots we get. Oh, that makes up for it. 12 shots. Great. 2, 4, 6, oops, 8, 10, 12. Exactly the right number. Love it. Oh, these dice are big. Alright. Now, those were auto hits. Because it's flame just going into those lot. It's strength 5. Their toughness 4. Wounds on 3s. Oh, that's going to hurt. Okay. Let's get rid of those ones, and that one, and that one. That is a decent spread of wounds. This one is AP -1 as well. I better go check what their armor save is this time. Okay, so they have a 4-up save, which goes to a 5-up. Let's see how many this one kills. A decent spread. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 dead this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very good. Okay, so that vehicle has finished shooting. I now get to roll reanimation. So we get, again, 5 dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we roll. On 5s and 6s, they stand back up, and since they're warriors, and they're been put back together lots and lots and lots, and they don't really care how good they are, they get to reroll 1s. Oh, 2 1s. Oh, didn't help. Alright, so 2 more stand up, the rest are dead. So we're going to put 1 in there, and 1 there. Good. Well, that was moderately successful. 3 more dead. To the dead pile. Good. Okay. I think the Sentinel is going to have a go. It's got 3 shots with its multi-laser. Let's turn it. Okay, now it's shooting the right thing. Alright, it is hitting on 4s. Because even though it's a heavy weapon, it's a vehicle, and they don't suffer minuses when they move now. Yay! 1 hit. Strength 5 though, so 3's to wound. It wounds. AP nothing. So, oops, drop dice don't count, even though that was a 4. And, another 1 dies. Or does it? Roll a dice. Come on, 5 up. No. Okay, that one's definitely dead. Well done, Sentinel. I think that's the most it's done for me ever. Okay. Now we move on. So that's fired, that's fired. These lights are fired. Let's address the elephant in the room. So, everything is going to go into them. Just everything. Just into them. Kill them. Get them dead. So, first things first, it's got a battle cannon. It would have 1d6 shots. Not auto hits, shots. But, since it's a Lehman Russ, and it's moved less than half its movement, it gets to fire twice with it. So I'm just going to do them both together, just for make it a bit easier. So, let's see how many shots it gets. The duality of man. We'll take that. 7 shots. 2, 4, 6, 7. Okay. So, hitting on 4s. Into them. Wait. Blast is a thing now. That's a blast weapon, and they have more than 10 units. So that one, it's automatically 12 shots. Oh dear. That's a problem. Okay, alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh dear, this is a lot worse. This is a problem with big squads now. They're really good, but blast weapons get bonuses against them, which absolutely wreck them. So, let's see how this goes. Oh dear, that's drop dice. Doesn't count. Hitting on 4s. No rerolls. 1, 2. So get rid of those. And I'll just reroll 1 because that one's too far away. Okay, cool. That's a lot of hits. This is strength 8. They are toughness 4. They're wounding on 2s this time. 2s. Oh, it's a good thing they wound on 2s as well. My God. Okay. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wounds at AP minus 2. They need 6s. Oh, 1 6. Not bad. Alright. 4 dead. Because normally it'd be D3 damage, but they've only got 1 wound. What's the point? 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, now for the heavy bolters. The ones on the sides, the sponsons. Alright, they've got 3 shots each. There's 2 of them. Okay. Hitting on 4s. Geez, this guy should be a tank, eh? He's hitting really well. Strength 5, wounding on 3s. That is definitely all wounds. AP minus 1. Need 5s. We get 1. 3 more dead. Oh, this is not looking good. Oh, oh dear. Okay. Let's see how many of them. Oh wait, no, 1 more. It's got a las cannon on the front. Las cannon. Would normally kill tanks, but they don't have any. Like, no tanks. They're going to shoot a warrior with it. And it misses, don't worry. Okay. Alright. How many have we got there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many of them get back up? 5s. Oh no! Platoon commander. Get back up there. Okay. Alright. Oh. 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 Only 3. 1, 2. Oh. Oh dear. 3. I'll deal with him in a minute. Dead pile. Okay. And then these ones can stand back up. I'm going to put them back where they were because they're starting to thin the ranks a bit. We don't like that. Here we go. Okay. Better. Okay. That's all of the Imperial Guard shooting by the looks of it. Wait, no, 1 more. Keep forgetting about this poor guy. He's going to fire his shots down into the Immortals. Hitting on 4s. Nice. 2 hits. Oops. Alright. Strength 5 because it's an autocannon, just like this one. But they are toughness 5. No, strength 7. Sorry, strength 7, toughness 5, wounding on 3s. That's 2 wounds. AP minus 1. They have a 3-up save instead, though, so they go to a 4-up. Whoops. Alright. 4-up save. Fail both. Now, do they have 2 wounds? Wounds? No, they've only got 1. Okay. Could have been worse. That is 2. We'll take the 2 from the back. Down. Okay. So, that's all the shooting from them. So now they get reanimation. So they get a 5-up, but they don't get to reroll 1s because they're not just scrap parts. Oh. No, those ones are definitely dead. Dead pile. Oh dear. Okay. Well, that was sufficiently devastating. We've lost a decent number of warriors, a couple of immortals, which is a lot. in Necron standards anyway. Okay, so with that done, we have a couple of things we need to resolve. A bunch of those warriors died. Speaking of, go get our little friend from down here. Professionalism. We need to figure out how many died. So, let me just explain. Birds flying around. Right there. I am outside. Just right in that tree. Anyway, back over here. So, they've lost a few, and we'll have to roll for morale. Let's see how many they lost, though, because there was 20 in the squad. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So, they've lost 8. So, I roll a d6, and I need to roll under their leadership of 10, plus the number of things that they lost. So I need to roll a 2 or less. I do not, but they're Sautekh. I get to re-roll. Shit. Okay. Oh, excuse my language. Okay, so one of them runs away. They don't run away, they're fearless. They just crumple up and collapse because they're just so old and decrepit. And now I need to roll a d6 for each unit in the squad. And on the roll of a 1, they also crumple up and die as well. So there's 11 left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, convenient. Right, ones. So, oh god. 1, 2, 3. 3 more crumple. That does not look good. Morale is definitely a thing, apparently. Even for Necrons. Alright. That's all of their shooting. There's no charges, because, God forbid, a tank charges a bunch of infantry. What, even? So, let's move on to turn 2 for the Necrons, to see what they can get done, now that they can have objectives. Yay, yay, yay. Alright, so end of the Necron command and movement phase. So, the Overlord has put his My Will Be Done on these guys again, so they're hitting on 2s. Him and his Lich Guard advanced. These guys just moved. Over here, the Warriors are not backing down. They're moving forwards to try and get on that objective if they can. They maybe try a charge. But let's move straight on to shooting. Oh, wait, no. Adapt strategies on them, just in case they want to fall out next turn. But guess what? It's turn 2, so we are in Protocol of the Vengeful Stars. Each time a model in this unit makes a range attack on an unmodified ruin roll of 6, improve the armor pen by 1. Or each time a model in this unit makes a range attack that targets a unit within half range, the target does not receive the benefit of cover. There's very little cover on this map, so we're going to take Directive 1. So, let's start with the Warriors. Now, you think they're going to shoot that thing. And you might be right, but you're not. The Royal Warden has ordered these guys to fire at this thing, because it hurts a lot. So, should have prepared some dice. That should hopefully be enough. Okay, so we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 shots. 2, 4. Still wasn't enough. Maths is not my strong suit, people. Alright, so I'm going to spend the command point again on, I should show you the card at least. Disintegration capacitors, love the cards, good fun. 1 command point, use this stratagem in your shooting phase. When a Necrons unit from your army is selected, shoot. Till the end of your turn, or the phase rather, each time a model in that unit that makes an attack with a Gauze weapon, they're all Gauze weapons, an unmodified hit roll of a 6 automatically wounds, because that thing is toughness 8. So they'd be wounding on 5s. Yuck. So, with that in mind, 3s to hit. Not bad. Should have been hitting on 2s. You know, this is a learning experience. This is my first time playing Necrons. So, Wounding on 5s, but... Oh, no. I picked up the dice, didn't I? Without checking to see if there are any 6s. Better go check that footage. Hang on. Okay, hooray for footage. There were 3 6s, and that also activates the directive. So that's 3 auto wounds. So I'll take them out of here. 3 auto wounds, and they are at AP minus 3 instead of 2. Massive. Which will matter a lot. Alright, let's see if these ones will wound on 5s. Ooh, 2 wounds. Not great. But that's fine. AP minus 2 for these ones. It's got a 3-up save normally, so 5-up instead. Fails those. That's 2 wounds so far. Hooray. These need to be 6s. Haha. It makes 1. So it's taken 4 wounds. Not the best. It'll do. Okay. So it's 4 wounds. Ooh, wound marker. It would have 12, 10, 9, 8. It would have 8 wounds left. That will do. It's not 80. Oop, lighting. It's not 80, I promise. It's just 8. Okay, so. That was dreadful. Probably should have shot that instead. We're learning. Okay, so. The Royal Warden is going to shoot at... Well, actually, let's see what these guys can see. Aha! Few of them can see the back of that. So what we might do is we might split our fire, because that always works. These guys are heading on 2s as well. Yes, we'll do it. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 5, I'm going to shoot that way. 4, I'm going to shoot this way. See how that goes. So, they are definitely within 18 inches, so they'll get to rapid fire. So, 2. 10 shots, there we go. 10 shots from the warriors going into that poor chap, hitting on 2s. Do you mind? Do you mind? Anyway. So, hitting on 2s, only 1 miss. That is nice. Strength 5. Toughness 5. 4s. Oh no. Nope, it's too late now. I'm not going to go check. 4s. Oh, that's good. That is good. Oh, that's going to hurt. Okay. Now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it has to make a lot of 6s to survive this, because they're -2. It makes 2 6s. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, it's definitely dead. It's definitely dead, Dave. Does it blow up? Of course, the one that's next to my units blows up. I say. I'm playing both sides here, but Necrons are new to me, so. Anyway. Oh, how much does it blow up? Oh, let's have a look. Live checking. God, those birds are loud. Come on. Where is it? Aha! It blows up. 1 mortal wound to each unit within 3 inches. Okay, that's fine. So, 3 inches is going to catch this, and it's going to catch them. But it won't get the Royal Warden. Whew. Okay. So let's mark that. 1 of them will die. Now, here's the thing. They don't get their reanimation protocol from mortal wounds. So it just dies straight up. Which sucks. A lot. Wound marker for this one. It was on 10. It is now on... Go find the 9. 9. Whoops. 9. There we go. Okay. Why am I leaving that there? It's gone. Hooray. Now for the other 4, going into this one. 2, 4, 6, 8. Lovely. Right, heading on 2s. 2 1s. The 3 1s. But there is a 6. I remembered. You see? Big brain. So that is additional AP minus. So I'll roll that separately. Wait, is it to hit or is it to wound? It's a wound roll of 6. Well, we'll keep rolling then. Hopefully 6s. Oh no. Only 1 wound. It gets a 6 up save, which it fails, so it takes a wound. Armored Sentinels probably have different things. Armored Sentinels have... no, they have 6 wounds. No, it's fine. 6 wounds. So it's down to... this is one of these. It's down to 5. Okay, so... that's them shot. How much do we want that thing dead? Because... he has his tachyon arrow. It would definitely kill that. Because I have a stratagem that I can spend to make something auto-wound. And it'll definitely hit with a rolling of a 2, right? Right. So I'll definitely kill that. That'll leave this flank free for them to sweep around and take these objectives. You know what? Yes. Yes, we're going to do it. Alright. Overlord is going to... oh, where's the thing? Oh, there's a card. I'll find it in a minute. He's going to spend for the stratagem to auto-wound as long as it hits. You can only use it for 1 of the shots as well, which is why I haven't done this for them. So it needs to hit on a 2. That is a 4. That definitely hits. Now it auto-wounds. Now, the Arrow of Eternity is a relic that I need to go have a look at. Uh-oh. See, normally I keep this on Battlescribe, but I'm using my phone to record, so I can't check. Give me a minute. Look at the pretty models and the tape measure, I guess. It's gotta be in here somewhere. Oh dear. Alright, you know what? I'll be back. So I found it. So 120 inches, there's no hiding from that. Strength 16, that's definitely wounding on 2s anyway, but too late. AP minus 5, flat 6 damage. It doesn't get a save, it's dead. So, does it explode? Let's move the green dice, use a red dice. They're the red people. No, okay. Doesn't explode, it is gone. Good job. Okay. And that leaves this flank nice and clear. But this flank is looking a little full. So, oh, here's the thing. Do we charge and get flamed in close combat? Because that thing can shoot in close combat. All tanks can shoot in close combat as long as it's not a blast weapon. Unless we go for the long bomb into them. How far is that? What do we think? Oh, we've got a tape measure. Professionalism. That is a 10-inch charge. No, we're not risking that. No. Oh, but no, it's not worth charging. Oops, camera. Okay. So that's the end of Necron's turn. Oh, no, yes, it is worth charging, because then they can get the objective for next turn if their guys don't come out of there. Yes, they will charge. Are they in? Oh. An 11-inch charge. Let's see what we can do with that. Okay. So they got pretty far. Now, warriors aren't really all that great in close combat, but I'm going to spend a stratagem to give them +1 attack. Piss off, shoot. So they'll have 2 attacks each, which might actually help a bit. So I'll spend the CP on that one. totally not. Over at the table. Doing things. Hang on. Okay. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, that's 16 attacks. 8, 9. 16. Okay. So, there's warriors. They hit on 3s. I do have to go check. Hang on. I'm doing this live, goddammit. Warriors. 3s! Yes, they do hit on 3s. Good. Okay. That's important. Okay. Now, strength 4. This thing is toughness 7. Wounding on 5s. 1. 2 wounds. Not great. It has a 3-up save. Great. Okay. It doesn't care. Well, the Imperium is like, hooray! The Necron's like, oh. Alright. So, either way, they're on that objective. So unless they deal with all of those, or the guys come out and charge them, they're going to have that objective next turn. So, for one objective over there, so they've got 5 points, but nothing else yet. So 5 points so far. Let's see what the Imperials would like to do. And here we are after the Imperial turn. Well, the movement phase at least. So, as you can see, the infantry and the commissar and the platoon commander have all gotten out of there and are going to lead a glorious charge into the enemy, as they should. The commissar is ensuring that. This infantry squad has moved across, following Bradley's leadership, to take the objective, finally. Uh-oh. They won't have it this turn, though, because they weren't on it when it was the command phase. So, they were holding one objective as well. So we're currently 5 points each. Well, had that objective before we jumped on it. Oh, actually, they didn't have it at the start of the turn. They don't get any points. That's something else. Okay. The tank has moved across here because, sure, they think that they've got that. So he's moved around and is going to start laying fire down into those, because once they get here, it's going to hurt. As has the Psycho. So, let's do orders, because that's a thing that needs to happen. So, he's going to order these guys to reroll 1s, and he's going to, through this Vox, because he's within range of it, he's going to tell this guy to order these guys, because they have a Vox, basically, going over the radio. He's going to tell them to first rank fire, second rank fire. What are they firing at, you ask? He stayed there on his own. Like an idiot. Normally you can't target characters while they're within 3 inches of other units. The units went without him. Oops. So, we'll resolve these guys first. They're going to fire everything down into those immortals. So, actually, how many can see? Ooh. Action shot. Love it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 of them. One of them with the grenade launcher, and the big gun. Ooh. There we go. That looks better. Okay. Let's start with the autocannon. 2 shots. It did move again though, so it's hitting on 5s again. But rerolling 1s. There is a 1. Come on. Come on. That's a hit. There we go. Alright. Strength 7. Toughness 5. 3s. Definitely wounds. AP -1. 4-up save. Makes it. Okay. Now all these guys, all the piddly little shots are going to go into there. So, D6 shots from the grenade launcher, because it's going to do a explodey one. Decently splody. 4 shots. And then we're going to add in all the las guns. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 las guns. Because they're all the same strength. And to hit as well. So, 4s to hit. Rerolling 1s, but there's no 1s. and they're toughness 5, strength 3, so 5s to wound. Still get 2. No AP though, so 3 up save. Oh, drop dice don't count. Safe. Yep, they love it. Okay. Next up will be these guys rapid firing into him. Poor sod. So that's a lot of shots as well, because they are definitely within half range. So so first rank fire, second rank fire makes las guns instead of rapid fire 2, rapid fire 1, rapid fire 2. So if they're in half range, they're doing 4 shots each. 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 32 shots. Oh, sorry, 33. He's got a las pistol. I'll quickly go get those dice. Okay, I've got all the dice. I've had to use the green ones because there's so many shots and the red ones are so big. All going into the Royal Warden, hitting on 4s. No rerolls. Get rid of all those 1s and 2s and 3s. Yep. There's still a lot of hits. Oh, another 2. Okay, they are strength 3, and he is toughness at least 4, but probably 5. Oop. So these will wound on 5s. He may yet live. He may not yet live. Okay. Oh no. Oh, there's a lot of 6s there. That's pretty good. Okay. So, this many saves of definitely something. And I'm totally not going to look right now. Okay, he's got a 3 up save. No AP. 3s. Okay, so that would be enough to kill him, because he's only got 4 wounds. But I'm going to spend a command point. Which I am tracking. They're over there. To reroll 1. Come on, he needs at least a 3. He lives with 1 wound left. The madman. Okay. So now, the platoon commander there is going to steal the glory, fire his bolt pistol into him and kill him. Right? Maybe? We'll see. Hitting on a 3 instead of a 4, because he actually knows how to shoot. That hits. Strength 4. Now I need to check toughness. 5. Toughness 5. So still wounding on 5s. Which it does. No AP though, so 3 up save. Which he makes. He's okay. So instead, Severina Rain is going to steal the glory with her pistol. Severina hits on a 3 as well. And she misses. It's fine, that's what close combat's for, right? Okay, let's move on to the big guns. Everything is going to go into the. I'm pointing and they're not pointing the fucking camera at it. At the Immortals there. So, number of shots from the battle cannon. Jesus Christ. Okay. 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. If I have all the dice. My God. Okay. Hitting on 4s. No rerolls. Okay. Alright. That's below average. They might live. We will see. Okay. Wounding on not 2s. They're wounding on 3s because they're toughness 5 and it's strength 8. It doesn't double out their toughness, so 3s. Okay. That is still 3 wounds at AP minus 2. So a 3 up save goes to a 5 up. Oops, don't use the red dice. Heresy. Use the green ones. They're the green guys. 3s. I mean, not 3s, 5s. Don't make any of them. 3 of them will die. For now. 1, 2, 3. We will see if they'll be back. Okay, heavy bolters. 3, 6 shots. Hitting on 4s. No rerolls. Okay, not bad. I'm using the green dice for the red guy again. Well, too late now. Wounding on 3s. Oh, actually, no. Strength 5, toughness 5. Wounding on 4s. That's only 1 wound. At AP -1. 4 up. Which he fails and another one dies. Okay, no, that's alright. We could still come back from this. Las Cannon. Such overkill. Hits on a 4. Continues to miss. Okay. Well, that's all the shooting out of that now, so now we get to roll reanimation. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 dice. They get back up on 5s. 1 gets back up. The other 3 are definitely dead. And they will pass morale. Automatically. Oh. Okay. Dead pile. Okay. That's them fired. That's that fired. That's them fired. Oh! Speaking of fire, that thing. The heavy flamers are going to go into those poor chaps. Now, let's see how many shots it gets, because it auto hits. Normally, it's -1 to hit in close combat with your cannons, because, you know, you're trying to get them to hit people too close. They auto hit, so it doesn't matter. Oh, God. Okay. 11. That is a lot. Okay. Oops, drop dice don't count. Okay, wounding on 5 tough 3s. That's a lot of 1s and 2s. Oh, this could do it. Oh, wait, hang on, could it? 2, 4, 6, 7. No, it still won't do it, but then morale might. Let's find out. Get out of the way. All right. Saving on 4s. Okay, 4 more die. There will be 4 left. Unless 2, 3, 4. Now, if you're wondering why the guns on the back aren't shooting, you have to have people inside to shoot it. Otherwise, there's no one there to shoot it. Because it's just lots of single guns. Anyway, that's all the shooting. So, we get 4 reanimations. Rerolling 1s because they're warriors. And are scrap garbage. Oh, there's a 1. Whoops, that's dropped dice. No, that was a 6 though. No! Okay. 2 get back up. 2 are definitely dead. Oop, oop. Okay. Point the camera at the thing that's happening. Okay. Alright. That's all the shooting. Now it's actually time for a charge. So, this squad is going to attempt to go into them. They need something. Let's find out. Do they get in? They are zealous enough. The commissar is very happy. They'll go in a minute. I'll move them in a sec. Does the commissar get in on the royal warden? 6. Yeah, no, definitely. Definitely in. Does the platoon commander go in as well? They're very zealous today. Okay, let's do that. And this is what it looks like after the charges. All right, so let's roll for this lot, and I'll do that off camera, because that's just a lot of meaty fists against robo bodies. There. Okay, so Sabrina Rain has 4 attacks with her sword. Evens Fall? Something. It's got a special name. It's fancy. Anyway, she hits on 3s. 2 hits. She is strength 3 against toughness 5, so she's wounding on 5s. But she is zealous enough to get 2 tasty wounds. Now, that is AP -3, because it's a power sword. He needs 2 6s to live. Will he live? No. He's definitely dead. And now he's kind of sad because he's got nothing to hit. But that's fine. Let's do this off camera. And that's what it looks like. 1 dead Necron, 2 dead Umis. All right. With that, that's the end of Imperial Guard turn 2. So now we get to go off to Necrons turn 3. And here we are after the Necron movement phase. So, the Immortals have moved up. These guys have advanced again. They got a good advance, and we're able to really get there. So that next turn, hopefully they should be within charge range of whatever's left. Now, these guys have fallen out of combat, and because their lovely Royal Warden did adaptive strategies... oh wait. That was last turn. Damn it. So they won't be shooting. That sucks. I was hoping for that. That's okay. It's too late now. We're alright. So let's see what's going to happen. There's probably not a lot, but he's going to do his My Will Be Done on the Immortals one more time. And we'll see how we go. So, the Immortals are going to fire everything into the... can they see the... They can see the infantry. They're going to shoot the hell out of the infantry. As a note, they were on that objective just because everything else was too far out. So 1, 2. So they have 2 objectives. So they're on. They get another 10 points. So they are on 15 currently, as opposed to the Imperial Guard's 5. So they're going to fire everything that they can. Oh, let's see how many can actually see. 1, 2, 3. No, they can all see just. So they're gonna wipe as much infantry as they can. They're definitely within half range. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. No split firing this time. Okay, so hitting on 2s because of My Will Be Done. Is that 4 1s? Always when they're hitting on 2s. I feel bad for Custodian players. Okay. Strength lots. Toughness not lots. Winning on 3s. Really? Oh my god. 1 wound at -2. Does he get a 6? No. Okay, good. There's definitely 1 more dead. Huh. Okay. That was abysmal. You guys aren't getting My Will Be Done anymore. So where to next, I suppose? That's all the shooting, really, because they can't shoot. And there's no charges that can happen. Yeah, because they advance on that. Yeah, no. No advances that can happen, so that is it. Let's move on to the next turn. As a note, since it is the 3rd turn, Protocol of the Undying Legions. Each time this unit uses living metal, it gains an additional 1, or each time you make reanimation protocols. Now, nothing was wounded, so I'm not doing Directive 1, because you can only do that in your turn. This, you technically do in the other people's turn. So this is for the entire battle round, so I'll take Directive 2. So they'll get, what is it? Reroll 1 of the dice. So that could honestly save that squad, maybe. We'll see. Okay. So let's move on to the Imperials, turn 3. Okay, so the Imperials have moved. This squad here has come to guard that objective as the very intimidating Overlord and his retinue follow in, and are hoping to gun them down before they get here. We'll see how that goes. This one has moved up so it can get better firing arcs there. That thing was a little bit in the way. And the Psych is there too. I forgot the Psychic phase last round. We're going to ignore that and definitely do it this round. This lot have moved across with the Royal Warden now dead. These ones seem easy pickings, but they're going to keep the tank there, just to be sure. So, Psychic phase. This one is going to do Night Shroud on this one again. -1 to hit, which will totally come into effect this time. Maybe. We'll see. Definitely goes off. Why am I using the green dice for the red ones? Oops. Anyway, yes. Definitely -1 to hit this time. Good. Psychic phase over. Now it's time for the orders phase. Which isn't really a phase, but we do them in the shooting. This one is going to order these guys to first rank fire, second rank fire into them. And he's out of range to order those ones, so he is going to order them first rank, second rank fire as well. So, we'll start with these guys. Actually, you know what? It's just a bunch of little fire. I'll do it off camera and show you what happens. Okay. After all of that, none of them died, and 1 warrior died. So there's 3 left there. That's including the shooting from these 2 as well. I made sure to do that, because they were just little pistols. Okay. Oh, and from him as well. So let's move on to the flamers. That's probably going to finish them. Let's see how we go. Now, I definitely have to roll this time, because there's only 3 of them there. Not a big squad. 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh dear. Okay. Wounding on 3s. Ooh, okay. -1, I think they're dead. 5s. Yep, definitely dead. Oh, they don't get the reanimation, no! Yep, so they phase out. 2 damage to be repaired, so they get sent back to the mothership to be fixed properly. Successful thing over there. Okay, the battle cannon, and everything is going to go into those immortals again. So, battle cannon. Oops. Shit. 7, 8. 8 shots. We will take that. 6. 2 more. Perfect. So, hitting on 4s. It moved this turn, so it doesn't reroll 1s. That's the Cadian trait, by the way. They reroll 1s when they don't move. I didn't mention that. I should have. Whoops. Get back there. Okay. Wounding on 3s. That is 3 wounds. AP -2. 3 up save. They need 5s. They make 2, fail 1. So that one's gonna... Okay, heavy bolters. 4s. Oh. Statistically average, but still. Wounding on 4s, because strength 5, toughness 5. 2 wounds, 2 AP -1, so 4s to save. Save 1, fail 1, another one goes down. Las cannon, will it hit? My god, it hits. Wounding on a 2, because it... Wait, no, not on a 2. Oh, it still fails to wound. One of them just gets hit by a las cannon, massive beam of laser, and just goes, eh. I've seen worse. Okay, so that's all of its things fired. Reanimation time. 2. Oops. Ah, stop. Okay, 5s. One of them stands up, the other one is definitely dead. We're going to get a little extra movement there. Okay. So, that's all of the shooting done. There's nothing left for them to charge there. The Commissar is sad. So now let's move on to Necrons turn 4? 4. Alright, here we are after their movement phase. The Lich Guard and the Overlord have come over here and are very excited for a charge. Especially the Overlord. Can clean this mess up himself. The Immortals have come over here trying to shoot some more of them and hopefully get that objective, if they can kill enough this time. Come on, lads. My Will Be Done has been put on them before they wandered off. So they'll be hitting on 2s this time and hopefully not failing that. Okay, so let's move on to shooting. So, just these guys now. 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 shots. Going into the infantry there. Hitting on 2s. And of course we get 2 1s. Wounding on 3s. Come on. Oh my God. Okay. 3 6-up saves. They all fail, they all die. Get out of here. We'll take these 3. Okay. Now, if they can get onto that objective, they have it. Because there's 3 there, and they have 4. So with the shooting phase over, because there's no shooting there, they're going to declare a charge into them. They're gonna, and include the tank in that, because they have to get into the tank to get to that. So, let's see. You ready? Oh, hang on. Sorry, got a call. Okay. So let's roll to see if they get their charge. So, we'll see what they need in a second. Well, it's time to spend a command point, I think. When you spend a command point, you reroll the entire pool of these ones for charges. Come on. That's better. That will definitely get them in at a 9. What about these guys? Oh, they're definitely in, but let's see how far they go. They're in. Is the Overlord in? He is on a 5. All right. We'll do that, and we'll come back. And here we are. So, the Overlord has been able to pile in enough, and almost didn't catch the... oh, hang on, shaking. Almost didn't catch the company commander, but he decided to heroically intervene. So he's come in wanting some, I was going to say blood, but not really blood. Oil? Something. Energy. Whatever. Over here, they are definitely on that objective. So they're going to get a tasty treat of them in a minute. So, let's get to it. Now, they can spend command points to interrupt. So we're going to start over here. So, we're going to... Yep, attack with these ones. How many attacks do they have? Oh, that's a question. 2. The answer's 2. So, 2, 4, 6, 8 attacks. 2, 4, 6... Oops. 8. Alright, these guys are still hitting on 2s. Nice. And they are strength 4 at least. Probably 5, maybe. Hang on. They are strength 4, but those guys are only toughness 3, so they'll be wounding on 3s as well. But first, hitting on 2s. 1 miss. That's looking good so far. Wounding on 3s. Come on. Always with the wounding. 3 wounds. Okay, that is technically enough. They all fail. But no AP. 4-up save. That's 2 dead. Their sergeant is left alive. These guys haven't heroically intervened because they're not within 3. Otherwise, they totally would have. Okay. Dead pile. Okay. Will the Imperial player interrupt? Yes. Yes, he will. Just changing the command points. Where's the 4 on this thing there? Okay. Interrupting, and these guys are going to pile in and attack those Lich Guards, see if they can get some damage in. But they're not very good at it, so we will see. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That guy's not within range. 8 attacks. Don't use the green dice for the red guys, Kobe. Come on. Ooh, ooh. 2, 4, 6, 8. That's enough. Alright, they hit on 4s, though. Oh. That's the only chance they got. Wounding on 5s. Okay, so that is 1 wound. Hang on. As we were. Okay, so that is 1 wound. No AP. They get, with their shields, they have a 2-up save. Can they roll a 1? They can. They've got 2 wounds, though. So, one of them goes down to 1 wound left. And now it's their turn to attack. So, they have 3 attacks each base. But, there is a card that I'm looking for that I put down. There it is. Eternal Protectors. Use this stratagem in the fight phase. Select a Dynasty Lich Guard unit from your army until the end of the phase, while that unit is within 3 inches, definitely is, of a friendly Dynasty Noble model. Add 1 to the attack characteristic of each model in that unit. They have 4 attacks each now. My god. So, there are still 5 of them there. None of them have died. So 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16. 16 attacks. Okay. Okay, so they are hitting on 3s. Oh, those 2s. Okay, now they are strength 5. They are wounding on 3s. That is a lot of wounds. Now, their swords are AP -3. They don't get a save. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in the squad dead. So let's do that. And that's how it looks. Oh, that poor one lone guy there. He's probably running away. Oh, stop shaking. Okay. Now, with our Overlord's ability, he's going to declare all of his attacks on a HQ, on a character, so he gets 2 additional attacks, I believe. Let me double check that. That is indeed how it works. So, he has 4 attacks base, plus 2 for Honorable Combatant. So he has 6 attacks. Let's get those. Alright. He's hitting on 2s. I choose to believe those were the extra ones. It's okay. He's expertly parrying them away. Yes, expertly parrying. Alright. With his glaive, hang on. He's strength 7 against someone who is toughness 3, so he wounds on 2s. That is all wounds. It is AP -3, but luckily he has a refractor field, that company commander, so he gets 4 up invulnerable saves, or 5 up maybe. We'll see if I have to check. I don't have to check. He makes 2, he fails 2, but each one is D3 damage. So 3, 4, 5. They're 4 wins each. He is dead. That is Slay the Warlord. Goodbye. So, this guy is now going to fight back on his own. He's got 2 attacks. He's hitting on 4s. Yep. Wounding on 5s. Might happen. Oh, it happens. For 3 up save. Oh, I love it. Alright, cool. So, he needs to make a morale test, and if he fails, he's getting shot. Normally the shooting would let you re-roll, and you just remove a model, but there's only 1 left, but shoot him anyway. So, he needs a 1. He gets a 1! My god. Madman. This one over here also needs a 1, because a 1 is an auto pass. No, he is out of here. As he runs away, he absolutely gets cut down. The fool. The knave. Alright. That is the end of the Necrons turn 5? It was turn 5 and I didn't tell you the protocol. Oops. Well, there it is there, just in case you were wondering. It's Conquering Tyrant, which we get both of. But it doesn't matter, because both of those things didn't happen. Okay, so, with that, it looks like it's Imperials, turn 5. Alright, turns out my phone only has so much battery. space to store stuff, so this is going to have to be the end of it, unfortunately. But the way that the Necrons were going, they were going to have that point too. They were going to do pretty well. The Imperials might have wiped them, but these guys coming across into the tank, it might not have. It's a shame we won't find out. But thank you so much for coming along and joining me, and if you made it this far, well, amazing, awesome, thank you so much. And yes, until next time, happy wargaming, and yeah, see you then.